biggest game of the week, Sunday Night Football. We have the Vikings at the Lions. The Lions are now a 3-point favorite. The total is now 56.5. Open at 58. An astronomically high total, but given what happened last matchup, makes all the sense in the world. This game is for a bye. This game is for the division. This game is for a huge advantage in the playoffs. Who do you got here, Connor?
I have got the Detroit Lions. I'm just going to start off and say it. Defense has been horrible the last few weeks since they've had all those injuries. They've given up the most total yards in the NFL over the last 3 games. That Lions offense and Jared Goff, I trust them more than Sam Darnold. And it's for a very simple reason. Jared Goff has played in these games before. He's played in the Super Bowl. He's played in games that matter. And I love Sam Darnold. Don't get me wrong. Sam Darnold's been great. But is this the most important game of his career? What other game of this magnitude has Sam Darnold actually played in? Genuinely. I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Seriously.
Rose Bowl?
I was going to say back to college maybe. But Jared Goff's done this. He's been here before. Dan Campbell's been here before. I like the Lions here, even with that banged up defense, even with David Montgomery out. I trust Jared Goff at home in a dome more than I do this Vikings defense on the road. And the other point I want to bring up, and I'm sure you had this on your notes as well, we talked about it last time they played. Vikings defense blitzes at the highest rate in the NFL. However, Detroit's O-line is very good, and Jared Goff is second in the NFL in passer rating when blitzed, and 6th best offensive grade when blitzed, according to PFF. So there's one thing he can do. It's throw into the blitz, throw when he's blitzed, and that's what the Vikings love to do. I like the Lions here. I like them to cover 2.5. And that doesn't mean I'm shitting on the Vikings or anything like that, but I do like the Lions here.
So I alluded to some 5-star talk.
Oh boy,
2-0 this year. Bucks -8. The other 5-star. I had to go back and check the tape. The other 5-star Lions when they played the Vikings the first time. I think they were something similar. I feel like maybe anywhere from it was less than a field goal favorite. I'm going to do the impossible, and I'm going 5-star on the Lions twice in one season against the same team. I'm going.
That is ridiculous.
It's all Lions here. I mean, and I was at the beginning of the year so low on this Vikings team. Oh, they're lucky. Oh, Sam Darnold, we really going to trust this guy? The defense is a little gimmicky. A little gimmicky, relying on the blitz all the time. Man, you know,
boomer bust.
Boomer bust. That's maybe a better way to put it. But we're looking at a Lions team here that has just impressed all year. Amon-Ra's been just absolutely amazing. I just don't think that the Vikings have the guys to do it. Now, this could fully be contingent on whether
they do have the guys to do it, but Detroit's offense, I think, is one of the only offenses in the league that can beat them in a shootout, I think.
But their defense, even banged up, I think has enough to stifle the Vikings as well. And it's going to be a great game, but I just don't see how the Vikings can. We've seen it already. I understand it was the field goal the first time they met, but you look at what the Lions do well. I mean, on offense, number 1 in long passing, number 1 play action passing, number 4 deep passing. Like we have, what's the difference between long and deep passing? I'm gonna have to have a gripe with
stats
NFL
department.
Yeah, NFL Pro over here giving me a long passing and deep passing stats. And then defensively, let me rephrase that. Vikings offensively last in rushing in the red zone. 29th in pressure allowed. There are just so many things here when you match up the teams that the Lions do so much better. And I hate it. I have Vikings fan. My dad's a Vikings fan. Jagan's a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
I think they'll be just fine in the playoffs.
I do
but
too.
I think the Lions win this game -2.5. I'll even go -3. 5-star play. We're going to go for the sweep. I think it's all Lions here. And
I like it.
Sounds like we're on the same page.
We are, and look, the loser of this will be the first 14-win wildcard team in NFL history.
It's crazy.
And they're going to play on the road in LA or against the winner of Atlanta, Tampa Bay, whoever wins that division. So whoever loses this game, I think they're going to win the first round of the playoffs. So I don't want Vikings fans to see this and think that we're pooping on the Vikings because we've been proven wrong on them. I was calling their bluff 10 weeks in. I was like, this isn't real. Sam Darnold, he's going to turn into a pumpkin at midnight and water's going to find its level, yada, yada, yada. I was wrong. The Vikings are legit. They're the real deal. I do think this is more of a positive for the Lions than it is a negative for the Vikings.
Vikings, Super Bowl contenders?
Yes.
I think I have to.
After the Packers game, I have to.
Yep. I think
my hand has been forced.
I have no option.
And interesting stat for you. It's a little misleading because there's been a lot of games with some fluky window dressing scores at the end. But the Vikings are 9-1 in one-score games this year. They've done it again. They've done it again.
They've done it again.
The one loss was to the Lions.
Yeah, that's true. They've done it again, but also I think at a certain point, it's a coaching thing. And Kevin O'Connell is, if he's not in the lead for coach of the year, then why do we have the award?
I don't want to credit him fully for Sam Darnold's resurgence, but how many teams or how many coaches could get this out of Sam Darnold? Genuinely.